let's get to it. Now, Tszyu, he was on the interview and he was notified about Terence Crawford activating his mandatory position to face Tszyu or Sebastian Fundora, just depending on who wins. Now, when he reacted to that, he said, yeah, man, that's great. I will be looking forward to a fight with Terence Crawford. Then they said, boy, how would your style differ from Errol Spence Jr.? And this is what Tszyu had to say. Check out this clip.
How different is the kind of pressure you could apply versus like what Spence did? Because Spence tried to apply pressure and just the counter punching was like a buzzsaw he walked into. Why wouldn't that be the case with you, potentially applying pressure?
I think, in my opinion, I think Spence was, I don't know, it didn't look the same, in my opinion. I don't know, from the get-go, he was off balance, maybe weight trained. It was different, and me and him a completely different style. He's southpaw, I'm orthodox. So it's mixed.
All right, so you see what he said? He's basically saying he think that Errol Spence, there was something wrong with him. His balance was off. He's also saying that they got different stances, so it'll be. He basically saying they'd be different with himself and Terence Crawford than what it was with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Listen, when it comes to Errol Spence, and something was wrong with him and this and that, Errol Spence already said he just wasn't living the way a boxer should. Do y'all remember when he tweeted that? Yes, I still have the tweets. And he tweeted, all that said, you can kill that retire-ish though. Yeah, I got my butt beat and it was past due. I didn't live exactly like a boxer for the most part, LOL. So he's saying he didn't live like a boxer for the most part, which means he wasn't in shape. He wasn't ready to step into a ring. He hadn't been training probably. I mean, this is what he's saying. He wasn't living the way a boxer should. So we can stop all the something was wrong with him and this and that. He came out and said he just wasn't living the way a boxer should. So it's cap. But when it comes to Tszyu, you see he's falling into the same trap as a lot of people. Trying to take away from Terence Crawford's greatness. And he's not doing it directly. He's indirectly trying to take away from Terence Crawford's greatness, by saying that something was wrong with Errol Spence Jr. Well, listen, you will see whenever you fight him. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, he got the same style as Errol Spence Jr. The same style. If Crawford did it with Spence, he can do it with Tszyu. Tszyu ain't nothing more special over Errol Spence. They both got the same style, and actually Tszyu was given his title, whereas Errol Spence had to, beat his opponents to become a unified champion. And I'm not trying to down Tszyu, but what has he really done? What, you beat Carlos Ocampo? Oh, somebody that Errol Spence beat as well in the first round? What, Tony Harrison? Somebody that Jamel Charlo knocked out? Come on now. Listen, it's gonna be the same. I hate to say it, and I hate it for him, but it's gonna be the same. He don't offer nothing different than what Errol Spence brought. He's a come-forward pressure fighter, exactly what Errol Spence is. Furthermore, I want you guys to look at the knockout percentage. Look at your screen and look at the knockout percentage. So it seems as if he don't have that much power over Errol Spence anyway. So what is he gonna bring different? Nothing. He seems to have less power than Errol Spence, and he has the same style. Yeah, I can tell you right now, if Tszyu were to fight Terence Crawford, it's going to turn out worse for him than it was for Errol Spence. And everybody hyping Tszyu up right now, but when he loses Errol Spence, and mark my word, they are going to discredit everything that he's done, and they're going to say that this wasn't a credible win for Terence Crawford because Tszyu wasn't a real champion anyway. He was just an email champion. The same way they tried to do him and discredit his win with Errol Spence Jr.